Good morning, students. Today we start a new lesson: electrostatic potential and capacitance. Electrostatic potential and capacitance. Electrostatic potential and capacitance. In our IP examination, this is the question number 14, which have 4 marks or 4 plus 2 marks. It's a 4 marks question. In this we have 4 marks question and 2 marks question. What is electrostatic potential or electric potential? First we define what is electric potential. Electric potential or electrostatic potential, which is represented by letter B. Electric potential. Let me an electric field. Consider a point in the electric field. Let it be O. Let a charge, a test charge, which is at a distance infinite, the field. The work done in a unit to test from infinite to a point in the field is called electric potential.
The electric potential is defined as the work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinite to a point in the field is called an electric potential.
Means electric potential means the work done. W is equals to VQ. We have B. B is equals to W by Q or Q naught. What is an electric potential? The work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinite to a point in the field is called an electric potential. Which is represented by the letter B. B is equals to, we have W by Q, where W is equals to work done and Q is the charge The SI unit for the electric potential is W, work joule per coulomb. Joule per coulomb is also said to be volt. So volt, what is a volt? So volt is defined as 1 volt is equals to 1 joule per 1 coulomb. How can we define a volt? The electric potential, the work is done, 1 joule of work is done to move a 1 coulomb of charge from infinite to a point is said to be 1 volt. Clear? So, what is the first you have to learn? What is the electric potential? The definition for the electric potential is the work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinite to a point in the field is called an electric potential. V is equals to W by Q naught, whatever it is. What is the SI for the electric potential? Potential can be measured in volt. Volt is the SI unit. Now we are going to determine the expression for the electric potential due to a point charge, which carries a 4 marks in our IP examination. Now let us take a question. Electric potential due to a point charge. It is the most important question. Electric potential due to point charge. The expression for the electric potential due to point charge. So now this is a very important derivation. Let a point O is there. Let a charge Q is here. Let it be here at P. We are going to determine the electric potential due to point charge Q, where it is at a distance R from the O. For that, we are considering a charge Q naught, which is placed at a distance R from the Q. According to Coulomb's inverse square law, the force between Q and Q naught is F. F is equals to, we have the formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught by the distance between these R, let it be R square. So here it is also, you keep get X. So let it be X square. Now the test charge should be moved from A to B through a distance dx. Then the work done to move a charge Q naught from A to B through a distance dx. Let it be small work done, dW is equal to, we have the formula force into displacement, but we are doing opposite to the field, so that we have to keep negative sign here. So dW is equal to minus F into dx. So dW is equal to minus, here the force value, let it be first equation 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught by x square into dx. To find the total work done, integrating on both sides, let us take integration on both sides. Integral dW is equals to minus of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught by x square into dx. So we know the integral of dW is equals to, have W is equals to minus Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught and R to infinity limits dx by x square. We have to keep the limits from R to infinity. So W is equals to minus Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is the value of dx by x square? We have 1 minus 1 by x. So since integral of dx by x is equals to minus 1 by x. So limits R to infinity, where R is upper limit and infinity is the lower limit. Minus gets cancelled and we have W is equals to Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here 1 by x R, and this is an infinite. So keep the upper limit in x place. W is equals to Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by, we can write the value of x, upper limit 1 by R minus lower limit 1 by infinity. So W is equals to Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught. So it is 1 by R, 1 by infinity becomes a 0. So by rearranging W by Q naught, let's comes down 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. But we know that, V is equals to W by Q naught. This W by Q naught is replaced by V. V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. This is the expression for the electric potential due to point charge. This is the expression for the electric potential due to point charge. V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. You have to remember that formula. This is V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. Look at here, once again I can explain this derivation. First of all, we have to determine the electric potential due to point charge. For that, we are considering a point charge Q at O, at a distance R. At point P, we are going to determine the electric potential due to point charge Q at a distance R. For that, we are considering a charge Q naught. Which is placed at A and it is at a distance of x from the charge Q. We know that according to Coulomb's inverse square law, we have two charges here, Q and Q naught. The force between them is the force between two charges. Then we know the formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square, but here it is two charges Q and Q naught. So we can write instead of Q1 Q2 and we place Q naught by x square, Q naught by x square. Let it be first equation. So here the charge Q is moved opposite to the field through a distance dx. So we have to do some work against the field. So the work done against the field to move a charge from A to B through a distance dx. Let it be dw. We know the formula for the work. Work is equals to force into displacement. But we keep the negative sign here. We are doing an external work opposite to the field. So that we are keeping negative sign here. dw is equals to minus force into displacement. dw is equals to minus. What is the expression for the force? We know 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught by x square into dx. So here we are having a dw, but we want a total work done from R to infinity. Here we find the work done from A to B through a displacement to dx, but we want the work done from infinite to a point in the field, means that is from R to infinite. So the total, for getting total work done, we are integrating both sides between their limits. So here it is an integral. By keeping an integral symbol, integral dw is equals to minus of integral 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught by x square into dx. But the work done w is equals to, we are integrating with respect to x, so we are keeping x terms only in the integration part, and out the other parts comes outside. So the integration of dx by x square, we get a value minus 1 by x. Minus 1 by x here, the minus gets cancelled, and we substitute the values of upper limit and lower limit in the place of x. Here we have 1 by r minus 1 by infinity, so we have 1 by infinity means 0. So we have the w is equals to q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 by r. So the q naught comes down in the denominator. We have w by q naught is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into q by r. But we know what is the value of w by q naught. We electric potential already we discussed. So V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. So this is the expression. General formula for the electric potential is V is equals to W by Q. V is equals to W by Q. But electric potential due to point charge means here it is. These two formulas are very important, you have to remember. This is the general formula for electric potential. V is equals to W by Q, and this is the electric potential due to point charge. V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon into Q by R. So next, we will say next question. So electric potential is over. Next, what is a capacitor? Capacitance and capacitor. We will discuss about that. Capacity, capacitance. Did you hear about capacity and capacitance? Look at here. What is a capacity? Capacity means the ability. Capacity or capacity. Capacity means the ability to store electric charges. The ability to store electric charges. To store electric charges at low potential. At low potential, which is a very important, that can store the electric charges at low potential, is called capacity. Is called capacity. Capacity or capacitance, or you can say it as capacitance. Capacitance means the ability to store electric charges at low potential. That is called the capacity. The ability to store the charges at low potential is called capacitor. You can say capacitance. What is a capacitor? What is a capacitor? Capacitor is a device. Capacitor or condenser. Condenser. The commercial name for the capacitor is a condenser. Capacitor, condenser. Capacitor is a device. Condenser is a device which is used to store electric charges at low potential, is said to be condenser. So it is the device used to store electric charges, at low potential. At low potential is called a capacitor. The commercial name for the capacitor is a condenser. The symbol for the condenser or capacitor is This is like this, the two straight lines which is a parallel to each other. This is also called parallel plate capacitor. These lines represents, one line represents a positive and another line represents a negative. Positive and negative. These two lines. Or we can write it as one straight line and one curved line. This is also a symbol for the capacitor, plus and minus, positive and negative. This is a fixed capacitor, we will keep C here. C, and the variable capacitor is represented by, we can write an arrow mark here, it is variable which represents the variable capacitor. This is a variable capacitor. So look at here, what is the capacity or capacitance? We can call it as a capacitance. Means the ability. Capacity means the ability. What is that ability? To store electric charges at low potential is said to be capacity or capacitance. The device used for this purpose is said to be capacitor. The commercial name for the capacitor is a condenser. Means the device used to store electric charges at low potential is called a capacitor. It's called capacitor. So the symbols are like this. Now we derive the equation for the capacitance. For the capacitance, C is equals to, we have the formula Q by V. C is equals to Q by V. Capacitance formula, C is equals to Q by V. Q, C, capacity, and the capacitance is equals to charge by potential. Charge by potential. The SI unit for the capacitance is charge. SI unit is coulomb by potential means volt. Charge per volt is also said to be farad. The SI unit for the capacitance is farad. F-A-R-A-D, farad. So 1 farad is equals to 1 coulomb by 1 volt. 1 coulomb by 1 volt. How can we define a farad? The electric potential is said to be 1 farad. If a charge of 1 coulomb is stored between the plates of a capacitor, the potential difference is 1 volt. That is the definition for the farad. How can we define a farad? The electric potential is said to be 1 farad. If 1 coulomb of charge is stored between the plates of a capacitor, when the potential is 1 volt. That is said to be farad. We can set it as farads, microfarads and picofarads, whatever it is, micro and picofarads. Look at here, the capacitance C is equals to, we have the formula Q by V, where Q is the charge and V is the potential. The SI unit for the capacitance C is a farad. 1 farad is equals to 1 coulomb by 1 volt. 1 coulomb by 1 volt. What is a coulomb? What is a farad? How can we define a farad? Means the electric potential between the plates of a capacitor is said to be 1 farad. If 1 coulomb of charge is stored between the plates of a capacitor, when the potential difference is 1 volt, is said to be 1 farad. Is said to be 1 farad. Okay. Right. Next. Here from this C is equals to Q by V. The charge Q is equal to, we can write C into V. So now first we have to learn SI units. SI units for charge. SI unit for the charge is coulomb, and for current is ampere. Next for potential is a volt. Capacitance is a farad. These are all SI units for the electric variables: charge, current, potential, and capacitance. SI for the charge is a coulomb, and the current is ampere, potential is a volt, and capacitance is a farad. Next we have a resistance. The resistance ohm, ohm. The symbol is omega, ohm, ohm. The SI for the resistance is ohm. So these are the topics you have to remember. And so charge coulomb, current ampere, a potential volt, capacitance a farad, and a resistance is a ohm. We have to remember these are the very important terms we often which were used in our electrostatics. So you have to remember all these formulas, all these SI units. The charge, the SI for the charge is a coulomb, and current is ampere, potential is a volt, capacitance is a farad, and resistance is ohm. Okay, students, that's enough for today. Thank you.